Good morning, good morning. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series. The week that was, college football history review, the 1959 college football season. Today I'm going to be talking about games that were played during week 4 of October 10th, 1959, but there was a game that was played the day before October 10th, 1959, October 9th, 1959, on a Friday. Southern Methodist, number 15 team in the country, beat Missouri by a score of 23-2. So we're going to start with that game on October 9th, 1959, to really like kick off the week that was for week 4, but overall it's week number 4, October 10th, 1959. So, number 15, Southern Methodist beat number 15, Southern Methodist beat Missouri 23-2 on a Friday on October 9th, 1959. Throwing touchdown pass on Pony's first series, quarterback Don Meredith sparked number 15 Southern Methodist pass frequent interceptional foe Missouri. Meredith tossed screen pass to halfback Glenn Gregory for 19-yard gain to set up his 4-yard touchdown pass to wide open and Bud Jones. So halfback defensive back Tyree Willimon stopped Tigers' march with interception of quarterback Phil Snowden at the own 4-yard line. Mizzou defensive end Russ Sloan recovered, fumble, and blocked punt for 2 points in second quarter. Missouri halfback Mel West made good yards after second half kickoff, but was enveloped by SMU defensive tackle Jerry Mays on fourth down at Mustang's 16-yard line. SMU fullback Jim Welch scored on short run after Gregory gained field position with 58-yard run. Meredith added 2-point scramble for 15-2 lead as they headed to fourth quarter. Now Meredith chalked up another touchdown pass, 7 yards, to end Henry Christopher and scrambled for another 2-point conversion. Next, Penn State. See, they was ranked number 16 in the country. They beat Army 17-11. The Nittany Lions quarterback Richie Lucas scored twice in the first half and started on both sides of the ball as injury-riddled Army was leveled at home for the first time since 1955. Cadets suffered 145 yards in penalties with 2 crippling flags coming late in the second quarter. Roughness penalty on Cadets contributed to guard Sam Stellatella's 20-yard field goal, and then guard Mike Casp's 64-yard interception touchdown return was called back when Army was flagged for offside. But soon thereafter, Lucas wedged behind right guard from 1-yard line after his 15-yard pass to end Henry Opperman to establish a 17-3 halftime lead for Penn State. But Cadets rallied in third quarter on quarterback Joe Caldwell's 11-yard touchdown pass to halfback George Kirschenbauer and lonely end Bill Carpenter's surprise 2-point throw to make it a 17-11 game. Army's late comeback was snuffed, unfortunately, as Caldwell tossed an interception that was made by defensive back Lucas at own 15-yard line with 2:20 to go. Number 12, Syracuse beat Navy by a score of. Number 12, Syracuse beat Navy by a score of 32-6 in Norfolk. Annual Oyster Bowl benefit game showcased 304 yards of power offense from Syracuse. Despite the mud, Orange quarterback Dave Surratt passed for 119 yards on 7-10 passing, including 37-yard touchdown to halfback Jer Swedes. Now fullback Art Baker scored twice, including a 96-yard interception return, helped construct a 26-0 lead. Navy got effective short passes from quarterback Joe Tranchini, but Syracuse had 4 interceptions, last of which was halfback Mark Weber's 30-yard touchdown run back after yanking pass from grasp of Tom Albert Sharp. Auburn, number 14 team in the country, beat Kentucky in a shutout, 33-0. Halfback Jimmy Pettis took opening kickoff and sprinted 88 yards to Auburn touchdown, leading Tigers to 27-0 halftime margin. Quarterback Bobby Hunt scored 2 touchdowns and zipped 35 yards to set up fullback kicker Ed Dyer's 21-yard field goal Kentucky penetrated Auburn in only 5 times while gaining 113 yards. Wildcats' best surge reached the 16-yard line after blocking punt. Now, next we got a great matchup during this time. We had number 3 Georgia Tech against number 8 Tennessee, where number 3 Georgia Tech beat the number 18 team in the country in Tennessee 14-7. Number 3 Georgia Tech beat number 8 Tennessee 14-7. Redshirt halfback in 1958, fullback Taz Anderson earned his rambling red stripes, scoring both touchdowns for surprising Georgia Tech. Catcher of 9 yards pass from quarterback Fred Brazelton on opening possession of first quarter, and battering ram a 1 yard up middle in the first series of third quarter. Now, Anderson had to work for 37 yards rushing on 10 carries, but caught 4 passes for 46 yards, all of them contributing to 2 scoring trips. Meanwhile, the Volunteers alums were discussing whether to replace Smokey, its blue tick hound mascot, with Tennessee walking horse. Smokey eventually survived in his role, but Volunteers were turned back on this day, except for tailback Gene Etter's short second quarter touchdown pass to end Marvin Phillips that tied it at 7-7. So the Fierce Tech defense relinquished only 161 yards of total offense and spotlighted center Maxie Bohan and Anderson in outstanding linebacker roles. Volunteers were tossed for minus 82 yards in losses by Tech's magnificent defense. In punter, Gerald Birch averaged 46.5 yards punting to help keep Volunteers at bay. Next, we got number 10 Iowa. They blew out Michigan State by a score of 37-8. Number 10 Iowa beat Michigan State 37-8. Now, touchdown battle of quarterback Olin Treadway and end Don Norton connected twice in first half as Iowa cruised to easy 23-0 lead. Interceptions, penalties, the team thwarted Spartans. And when they finally scored on quarterback Dean Looks' 13-yard pass to fullback Carl Sharon, Hawkeyes immediately answered with halfback Bob Jeter's 95-yard kickoff return. Jeter's dash set up quarterback Wilburn Hollis' short touchdown run for a formidable 29-8 edge. Next, Purdue, number 17 team in the country. This is a battle between 2 top 10 teams. Number 7 Purdue against number 9 Wisconsin, where number 7 Purdue beat number 9 Wisconsin 21-0. Now, the future Minnesota Twin second baseman Bernie Allen replaced injured quarterback Ross Fichtner and threw 3 touchdown passes. For Purdue, Allen, as defensive back, also grabbed interception to set stage for a 6-yard touchdown flip to end Lynn Jardine. But when Dick Brooks fell on Badger fumble, Allen soon found Jardine in pay dirt again. Wisconsin gained only 111 yards, but remained competitive until fourth quarter, when Boilermakers fullback Jack Laraway raced 50 yards to position Allen for third scoring dart. Kansas beat Nebraska by a score of 10-3. Texas, number 14 in the country, beat number 13 Oklahoma 19-12. Number 4 Texas beat number 13 Oklahoma by a score of 19-12 in Dallas. Banged up Sooners surged out of locker room to a 12-0 first quarter advantage. After Longhorns quarterback Mike Cotton lost early fumble at his 32-yard line, Oklahoma quarterback Bob Cornell faked trap run through 23-yard touchdown pass to halfback Jackie Holt. Now, it wasn't long until Oklahoma halfback Dick Carpenter tiptoed inches from the sideline for 38-yard touchdown. Halfback Renee Ramirez took personal action on behalf of Texas in the second quarter, accounting for 51 yards of 72-yard march. Ramirez ran for 15 yards, passed for 22 yards, caught Cotton's 14-yard toss. It was Ramirez's running left-handed touchdown pass to end Larry Cooper at end of drive that jump Steers to within 12-6. Thanks to Oklahoma injury that stopped the clock, Texas squeaked in another touchdown with 10 seconds left before halftime as fullback Mike Dowdle rolled tackle Larry Stevens block in the end zone. So Steers led 13-12 at halftime, thanks to extra point by quarterback kicker Bobby Lackey. Quarterback Cotton's short pass to halfback Swift Jack Collins. Jack Collins quickly turned into a 61-yard touchdown that settled matters in the fourth quarter. The Sooners fullback Prentice Galt had 135 yards on 23 carries, was effective running traps all day, and his runs set up two late opportunities that died in the hands of Texas defensive backs George Blanche and Cotton, who made interceptions. Number 19, Arkansas beat Baylor 23-7. Its halfbacks Tommy Mentor had 54 yards on 12 carries and touchdown of Baylor, and Jim Moody of Arkansas traded first half touchdowns for 7-7 tie. But Mentor scored, putting Razorbacks behind for the first time in 1959. Moody's 50-yard quick kick rolled out of bounds at Bears' 1-yard line, and Moody's return of punter Gary Wisner's return punt set up Arkansas deep in Baylor territory. Defensive back Moody's third quarter interception, which returned 28 yards to 15-yard line, poised his understudy and future Texas and Purdue coach halfback kicker Freddie Akers for the 27-yard Hogs field goal. Then 4 minutes later, Arkansas tackle Paul Henderson fell on fumble to set up second unit quarterback George McKinney for 28-yard touchdown pass to end Les Singer in a 17-7 lead. So another Bear fumble in fourth quarter gave Moody another touchdown chance on 1-yard run. Hookers returned 3 interceptions for 128 yards, including a tackle Marlon Epps' fourth quarter return of 51 yards after linebacker Wayne Harris blitzed Baylor quarterback Ronnie Stanley into pop-up pass. Epps rambled to Bears' 44-yard line before halfback Ronnie Bull hauled him down, and Hogs failed to score on that chance. And finally, Washington beat Stanford by score of 10-0. Rain failed to discourage air-minded Stanford, which put it up 38 times with 15 successes. A superb pass defense of Huskies completely exasperated trial quarterback Dick Norman, the nation's aerial leader. Norman had suffered only 1 interception to this point in the season, but Washington's secondary racked up 4 interceptions as it forced Missouri 4 of 21 result on Norman. Halfback defensive back George Fleming picked off pass at Indians' 36-yard line 10 minutes into the first quarter. Washington halfback Don Nikita raced 30 yards for touchdown. The Huskies made 268 yards rushing and rolled back Stanford's defense all day without success until kicker Fleming kicked a 28-yard field goal in the middle of third quarter. Stanford quarterback Rod Sears had better fortune than Norman and brought Indians within whiff of the fourth quarter touchdown after Tribe enjoyed its first possession inside 50-yard line on short Huskies punt, pass interference, and 20-yard strike from Sears to end. Ben Robinson gave the Indians first and goal at the 6-yard line with less than 3 minutes to play. On fourth down, Sears hit halfback Gil Dow, who was dropped just foot from goal line, but Washington sophomore by Washington sophomore guard linebacker Jim Skaggs. So that concludes look at the week that was for October 10th, 1959, including the game that was played on October 9th, 1959 between Southern Methodist and Missouri. This is week 4 of the 1959 college football season. Week 4. So that concludes this video. Like, subscribe to the channel. But first, before I conclude, let me give you the update at that time of the AP October 12th poll. Louisiana State was number 1, Northwestern was number 2, Texas was number 3, Georgia Tech number 4, Mississippi number 5, number 6, Purdue, number 7, Southern California, number 8, Syracuse, number 9, Iowa, number 10, Penn State, number 11, Auburn, number 12, Arkansas, number 13, Illinois, number 14, Tennessee. The 15th spot was a tie between Clemson and Southern Methodist. Number 17, Air Force, number 18, Washington, and number 19, Florida, and finally, number 20, Pittsburgh. So I include this video for week 4, October 10th, 1959. And also the game I just talked about. I talked about on Friday, October 9th, 1959. The week that was for October 10th, 1959, and general 1959 college football season. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Do whatever you can to support the channel. I'll do a video of this magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.